everyone, welcome to Just Josie. I am here at Go To Talent with the fabulous Lisa Lindholm, and we are here to talk very quickly, very quickly about all things dance, okay? Do you love dance?
Yeah, I started dancing later than probably most kids, probably at 12 years old, but once I got the bug, I had to do it. It was everything that I had to do. And I, moved from the Midwest, came out here, pursued a career myself, and it's so in me still that even when I stopped dancing, now I'm on the other side as an agent wanting to give back.
I love it though. You see, that's what it is. And I was just talking to another agent who was speaking about that very thing, that you've got to check in and have some real talk with yourself to know when you have to make the decision to, move on. And it doesn't mean that you don't have to be, get out of the dance world completely, but you can find a nice place where you still stay connected to something that you really love.
When I first became an agent and I knew that the agent job was right for me, was that the very first time I had a rare situation where a client booked a job on the very first audition that they went on, they just moved to town on the first one. And there's a small percentage that it moves that quick.
Yeah.
And I think I was genuinely more excited than the client was because I knew how special that was.
Absolutely.
And that's when I felt like, oh, this is still a part, I'm still a part of something that's, the job isn't actually for me, but I get to be a part of it and watch someone else have the same success that maybe I had.
I love that. That's really, really awesome. So, again, if you find that if you have to have that real talk with yourself that this might not be it, or maybe it's time to move on, that you look at other areas in the business that maybe you can get into, or maybe you can
teach.
I was just going to say, what else would you say?
A lot of people teach. A lot of people find that they're not maybe a performer, but they are a choreographer. There's a lot of things. I think the thing I always thought was, I'm going to be on a set, or I'm going to be experiencing a job, and I didn't have a backup plan, to be honest with you, which I don't recommend at all.
Okay, that's the educational part of this of this chat, which is have a backup plan.
Have something else in mind that you want to do. God forbid you have an injury. Something could happen that changes the course of your career. But I was lucky enough that I did have a business sense about me. I came at this very much so at age 18, that this was my business.
That's great.
But I think it's something that dancers don't always think about. We don't want to think, what else can we be doing? But I always felt like, I'm going to be on a set and I'm just going to find another job that I like.
That's a really good note, to make sure that you're paying attention to what's going on around you, just so that, if ever, the clock keeps ticking. So if ever the clock catches up with you, that you have something else.
It could be doing makeup. It could be being a set designer. It could be becoming your own producer. Producing your own projects.
Hello, that's me.
There's the opportunities are endless, really.
Endless, and it's not like you have to feel like you're failing or anything. And I think that's what happens. Dancers start to feel like they can't have that real talk with themselves, so they start to feel like they can't really move on, but really they know in their hearts that they should move on, or maybe they don't really have the chops, or so go for yours. It's either dance or die. Otherwise, start looking into other things. You can still work in the business, so look at other possibilities, right? What has it been for you in terms of just that spiritual journey?
It's just that thing that's always in you. I even have to go to a show tonight, but when you go to those shows, there's still that part of me that's like, but I want to get up and do it. You know what I mean? It's what drives you. And to be honest with you, what drives me as an agent is I want other dancers to experience some of the great things that I've experienced, or my husband experienced in his career. That's something that drives me to come to work every day. Is I want to see them succeed. And I think even sometimes maybe they have hopes and dreams, and maybe certain ones don't pan out. Right. And I don't think the dancer even realizes how much it affects us too. If something doesn't work out, that we're disappointed as well. But I always want them to still know that I really do believe this right now in this day and age with dance, that if you want this, you can have this. Patience and persistence pays off.
Right.
And there's fewer and fewer auditions. So it makes it, you really have to put in the hard work to get there and to keep yourself at that level to compete.
So what do you recommend for them to do?
They really need to get engulfed in the community. If a young dancer moves to town, they really need to get engulfed in their community. They need to be taking classes nonstop.
I was just going to say,
even as you start working, it's not like once you start working, you're like, I've arrived and you can stop taking class. It's constant. Okay. And the more versatile you can be, the better off it's going to be.
Did you hear that? the more versatile you can be.
Taking classes that are outside of the box for you, taking the salsa class, taking things that are going to help you work that much more and have more skills in your pocket to contribute.
I'm just Josie. She's
Lisa
just
like-
Lisa.
Yeah,
She's just Lisa. And we love you. Keep on dancing. Keep on working hard. It'll happen for you. Have some real talk with yourself. We're out of here. Peace. Just Josie.
Hi, I'm just Lisa. Who are you? Follow my girl Josie at justjosie.com.